Now we're going to take a look at a back escape, the double scoot. Most important part of this is keeping your arms in, making sure that you protect that space underneath your arms. All right? A lot of times you get here, they get seatbelt grip. If they get a seatbelt grip, you got to do something else. They get double undergrips, you have to do something else. But in the event that you get to protect that space the way that you're supposed to, maybe you were in turtle, whatever, nice and tight, they got their hooks in, but you did a good job of keeping your arms in. They're either double over or they don't have an arm under. Whatever, just as long as they don't have an arm under. Tight, elbows against the rib cage, hands in, that's where we're starting. All right, so here, again, remember, those elbows are in nice and tight, and we do what we call home alone hands. Ah, right? So they're cupping, protecting my chin or my neck. I prefer this over this. Sometimes I see this isn't bad, but for this escape, this is a lot better, all right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start digging my heels into the floor. I'm gonna dig my heels into the floor and scoot my bottom away. Obviously, your partner or your opponents are going to be squeezing hard, whatever. Doesn't matter, but so you guys can see, Fred's going to keep his arms open. So I've got those home alone hands. You can see I dig my heels into the floor, and I'm going to make 2 reverse shrimps. The first one is in line with him. I'm just moving my shoulders down his trunk of his body. My second one is going to be out to the side, just one way or the other. You get to choose, because this is universal right here. I like this side. So when I scoot out to an angle, I need to get my shoulder to the floor. So here's the first scoot. 1, all right? I'm even. If you try to do a second scoot, your shoulders aren't going to be big enough to get into the crook of the knee. So I need to pick a side. If you don't pick a side, it's going to go bad. Hands are still nice and tight, and watch how I pick a side. I'm going to dig this heel, and my shoulder is going to go to the floor. Now, I don't have time to chill here, but what you're going to find is that when my shoulder scooted through the crook of the knee, it gives me enough space to bring this hand out. Now, from here, you can either start to come up or you can go into deep half guard. We're going to look at coming up. This hand stays nice and tight. It still needs to protect my neck, and this hand comes above the knee. If you go on the knee or below the knee, guys, you're going to get your back taken or armbarred. Has to go above the knee. Look how my elbow is out, and watch when I tuck that elbow, how it starts to straighten this leg. That's very important. Now, I'm not out of trouble yet, because you can see that this hook is still in. Do not take this hand and do this. If you do this, you are going to get armbarred bad, because when he rips that arm off, he gets to keep the hook, okay? And if I don't get armbarred, it exposes my neck. Keep that hand in. What I want you to do is I want you to bring that leg down. I want you to bring your legs together and then open that door to clear that hook. From here, I'm going to lay over and belly flop. When I belly flop, I'm going to lay on this leg. Don't lift your hips. If you lift your hips, you're going to be in trouble. At the same time as I belly flop, my head's going to go to the far hip. That's what protects us against that crucifix. So watch. I'm going to start to turn. My head's going to come up, and I belly flop. You can see that I'm pushing actively down with my pelvis. My head goes to that far hip. This arm can come up, or you can grab at the arm if you're afraid of those reverse arm bars. Staying dragging. Notice I never did this. I drug my leg over, nice and tight, and get that arm out from between the legs so we don't get reverse triangle. Protect that space, home alone hands. Ah! Right? First scoot, even. Second scoot, shoulder to the floor. Bring that hand at the crook of the elbow. If you can't get it in, you need to move your hips a little bit right there. Above the knee, see how my elbow's flared? Ah, tuck that elbow. Knee in and open. Belly flop. Control, head up. Nice side control, get that arm out. Home alone hands. Oh man, he's crushing me, right? Dig those heels, there's one. Watch this second shrimp. Watch how my shoulder goes to the floor. I'm gonna move this so you can see it. There. Hand goes to the inside, controlling above the knee, tuck that elbow. Knee down, in, and up. Control belly flop. I'm pushing my pelvis to the floor. Head to the other side. If you want to control this, that's okay. Drag, head up, get that arm out. No! Scoot, scoot, hand in. Tuck that elbow. Knees, clear, belly flop. Control, head up. Nice and tight, get that arm out. Home alone, protect that space. All right, if they get there, can't do this. Gotta do something else. In, scoot, shoulder to the floor. Hand out, tuck that elbow. Knee in, clear that leg. Belly flop. Head up, control that wrist. Nice and tight. Get that arm out. Good side control position.